What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Madden 21 team captains and which team captain you guys should pick. I know I am kind of late to this video. A whole lot of other Madden YouTubers and creators already made their videos about this. But I just kind of want to give my 2 cents on which captain you guys should pick and which captain I'm going to pick. So, yeah, if you are new here, the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers with the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We post daily Madden content. And we do go live over on Twitch as well, so I'll leave a link down in the description for the Twitch channel if you want to come through, drop a follow, and say what's up, of course. So, yeah, that's enough talking. Let's hop right into it. So there are a few things I want to say about these team captain cards, and that is these team captain cards can fit on anyone's theme team. When you pick your team captain, you're going to have a choice of what team you want your team captain to play for. It doesn't matter if it's the Vikings, the Texans, the Jets. These team captains can play on any team, so they can fit on anyone's theme team if you are going the theme team route, of course. And also, according to the EA live stream yesterday, these cards are very easy to exchange. So say you picked Aeneas Williams and you don't like your choice down the road, you can always switch over to Eddie George or any of the other options. So apparently it's very easy to do that, and it's also unlimited, so you can do it as many times as you want. All right, so the first card we're looking at today is Aeneas Williams. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong, but Aeneas Williams is one of those two, I think. I'm not really too sure, but Aeneas Williams, I think this is a card that a lot of people are actually going to take because he is a fan favorite. I know this guy, when he had I think he had a legend a couple years back, and a lot of people did like the card. So I got a feeling that Aeneas Williams is definitely a card you're going to see a lot, and also because corner is kind of a depth position, so you can play Aeneas Williams at the 3, and he'll still make an impact for your team. But realistically, to start the year, Aeneas Williams is going to be all right, but down the road, I don't see him being anything more than a slot cornerback. I mean, he has good run defense right here with the pursuit and the hit power, but the speed and the zone and man coverage, I mean, the man coverage is actually pretty good, but the zone coverage is a little too low for my liking. And I mainly just play zone. I'm not sure if man's going to be good this year or what, but for me, the way I play defense, I usually just play zone. So having a guy with good zone is definitely important for me. But yeah, I just feel like this card's always going to be behind the curve in the speed. And we're not sure how they're going to upgrade these cards or how frequently we're going to get the team captain tokens. But 85 speed, I just feel like that's even too slow off rip. I mean, Stephon Gilmore has 85 speed, but Stephon Gilmore also has better man and better zone than this card, and he's only 1 overall better. So I feel like if you're going to have that low speed, you also got to have that high zone and high man to kind of make up for it. That's why I feel like Stephon Gilmore is a much, much better corner than Aeneas Williams for sure. I mean, for me at least, you will not catch me starting the year off with a cornerback slower than 87 speed on my team. I just feel like just speed is just so important to me off rip. I mean, down the road, man and zone do matter a little bit more once everyone kind of has the same speed. But to start the year, speed is always the most important stat to look at. It should always be the first stat you look at on every single card besides maybe offense or defensive lineman. But 85 speed off rip, it's just kind of meh. It's nothing really special. I mean, he'll probably guard guys like Michael Thomas or like Keenan Allen, but if you see this guy against Tyreek Hill, it's just not going to end well. And honestly, even against like Marquise Brown, it's just not going to end well for him. It's not going to end well because of that 85 speed. So Aeneas Williams, he could be a viable choice, but I just don't feel like this card's going to last long, and I feel like he's always going to be just slower than the rest of the cards in this game. I don't know. Aeneas Williams, I'm not going to go with Aeneas Williams, but he's probably my second favorite option to go with, just because he is a cornerback, and cornerback is a fairly deep position. So that's the reasoning behind Aeneas Williams. All right, so the next card we're looking at is LeRoy Glover. I'm pretty sure that is how you say his name. It's got to be the only way you can say that name. LeRoy. It's got to be LeRoy Glover, but I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. But this guy is a defensive tackle. He's got 75 speed with 85 acceleration. So that's pretty good for a defensive tackle. Definitely one of the faster defensive tackles I've seen in the game this year so far. Also has pretty good block shed with 83, good pursuit at 87, good tackling at 86 and 81 hit power, and also good pass rushing stats as well at 85 and 80 for power moves. So definitely one of the better defensive tackles in this game off rip. Probably one of the better pass rushers in this game off rip, just because of the speed and the pursuit and the finesse moves. I just feel like LeRoy Glover is going to be one of the better defensive options to start the year. And I also feel like as the year goes on, this guy's going to stay as one of the best defensive tackles in the game. And also I feel like defensive tackle is kind of a position that you kind of set and just kind of forget about it. But LeRoy Glover, he's going to make plays for you. He's going to be able to stop the run. He can be able to rush the quarterback. I just feel like LeRoy Glover's the best option because he's the most well-rounded, and also defensive tackle is very thin to start the year. So maybe down the road you want to switch over to Eddie George or you want to switch over to McCaffrey. But for now, off rip, I feel like LeRoy Glover is definitely the best option for a team captain to pick. All right, so here is LeRoy Glover compared to the other two best defensive tackles in the game right now. And also keep in mind, on Muthead right now, the theme diamond cards or the team diamond cards are not on the database right now. So we're still waiting for those cards to come up. I'm sure there are some pretty good defensive tackles in that little promo, but right now we simply cannot see them. But yeah, here he's compared to Fletcher Cox and Chris Jones. And this guy stacks right up with both these cards. I mean, he is the same overall as Fletcher Cox, obviously. But as far as the speed goes, he's faster. He's not going to be stronger than Fletcher Cox, but he is stronger than Chris Jones. He does have some low awareness, but awareness doesn't really matter, honestly, for a defensive tackle. But right here, let's go down here to defense. So defense is what's going to matter. Basically hangs with all these guys in tackling, has better hit power. As far as power moves goes, he does have worse power moves, but the finesse moves are actually a little bit better. And for me, I prefer finesse moves to power moves. At least in Madden 20, finesse moves were better, but it is a new game. You never know. Maybe power moves are the new meta this year, but finesse move, I just definitely prefer finesse moves, and also a mix of both of them is also kind of important too. So yeah, and also the block shed is higher than both these guys. The pursuit's better. Yeah, I don't know. LeRoy Glover, I feel like he's just one of the top tier defensive tackles to start the year. So definitely a card I recommend going to get to start the year for sure. All right, so the next card we're looking at is Eddie George, and I feel like Eddie George will be one of the more popular options, mainly because he's just a halfback, and I feel like a lot of people are going to want the 87 overall halfback to start the year. But if I were you, I would not be fooled by this. I know the stats look good. I mean, he's a power back, and for me, I actually don't prefer power backs to elusive backs, but it is what it is. But Eddie George, probably one of the bigger turnoffs for me with this card is that he is 6'3", and being 6'3" as a halfback in Madden is almost never good unless your name's Eric Dickerson. Unless they give this guy Eric Dickerson animations for Madden 20, I just don't see this guy being worth it. I really just don't. With the 85 speed and the 85 acceleration, with the 85 strength, 81 agility, he's really just a north to south runner. Has bad spin, has bad juke, so all you're really gonna be doing is just running over people and stiff arming people and falling forward, I guess. But this card could actually be a good option if you're willing to use this guy until you get a better back than him, and then once he goes to backup, you trade him in for either Williams or Glover. That's actually not a bad idea, but I just don't think it's worth it. I just feel like having a faster back to start the year is better than having a running back that's kind of more powerful, like a Eddie George, like a Derrick Henry or someone like that. But that's just my opinion. I'll probably have Cam Akers on my team to start the year. That card looks really, really good. Has 88 speed, good acceleration too. So one of the faster running backs to start the year. Definitely a card I recommend. If you did miss the offensive team builder tier list, I'll leave a card for that video in the top right now, so you can go through and check that out. So yeah, so basically the main thing with Eddie George is you could pick him off rip and kind of use him to start off the year in Madden. But right when that guy gets demoted to backup halfback, I would go ahead and exchange him for another captain. Because like I said earlier, it's very easy to exchange these cards and you can do it unlimited time. So honestly, that might be the move for some of you guys. Just go ahead and pick Eddie George and then just trade him in once he becomes that backup halfback. That's probably the move. All right, so last but not least, we have Ed McCaffrey, the father of Christian McCaffrey. And the main thing about this card is that he is 6'5" with 85 speed, which is obviously going to be pretty glitchy to start the year. Has good catching, good mid route running. At 86 was actually one of the higher mid route runnings that you're going to see to start the year for sure. Pretty good after the catch, has good carrying, good ball carrier vision, good stiff arm, good change of direction. But unless this card is just stupidly glitchy because he is 6'5", and his archetype's pretty good, I don't think he's worth it. I simply do not think this card is worth it because we're all getting free Andre Johnson. Every single person who plays Mutt is going to get a free Andre Johnson card that they're able to level up throughout the year. So we already have one receiver that's kind of not going to leave the lineup. So if I were you, I'd probably go defense. In my eyes, you really can't go wrong with either Aeneas Williams or LeRoy Glover. But Ed McCaffrey could be cool, I guess, to start the year. You can kind of use Andre Johnson and Ed McCaffrey together. And then once you don't need Ed McCaffrey anymore, you can go ahead and trade him in for Williams or Glover. But I'm probably going to start with Glover and then just kind of build a team around him as we go. And also we're going to have Andre Johnson receiver. So yeah, I don't think Ed McCaffrey is the move because we are getting a free Andre Johnson. But I do feel like this Ed McCaffrey card is still going to be very, very good. If some of you guys do end up picking Ed McCaffrey, let me know how he plays because I just feel like this card has very good potential because of his size and speed and route running. So let me know how this card plays for you. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Like I said earlier, I was kind of late to making this video, but even this video helped one or two people choose their team captain, it was definitely worth making. So yeah, if this video did help you out, be sure to hit the like button, and if you are new here, the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, like I said earlier, so hit the subscribe button and turn notifications. And if you are still watching the video, comment the frog emoji. I want you to comment the frog emoji today. So if you are still watching and are still listening, be sure to comment the frog emoji, so I know who is still watching the video this late. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Madden 21 does come out tomorrow, so get ready for that, boys. Let's get it.